I want to talk a little bit about how I got into doing these free Akashic Records readings. Technically, I am a QHHT practitioner, so I started by doing that work first in 2020. And so I never even had a QHHT session before I signed up for the course. I don't know, something within me was just really calling me to do it, so I did it. And that's kind of where I began doing my inner healing work, because helping clients and trying to find ways to help them made me kind of research a lot. And then that in turn helped me heal a lot of my own stuff, inner child retrieval, soul retrieval, past life stuff. So yeah, that catapulted me into this kind of realm of work. I do prefer QHHT sessions, guided meditation, past life regression sessions, because the client gets to go in there and do it themselves. They get to experience all the emotions and the energy work that's being done within themselves, instead of like in the readings I feel that and I have to express it, so it's really hard for me sometimes to describe what I'm seeing or exactly what I'm feeling. I prefer people go in and have the experience themselves, because it's more impactful in that way, because you're feeling it, you're actually experiencing it, so it feels more true and real to you. And however, like the sessions can be pretty long. It's like 4, sometimes to 6 to 7 hours, and I don't mind it. But a lot of people don't have time to set aside to do that. They don't want to set that commitment, even though it's very very impactful for even for my own self, speaking from experience. I've only ever had interns practice on me, so a lot of people think interns, it's not real, it's not going to be deep work, but for me it was very deep and impactful. Every single intern's session was very activating for me, not in the moment. The very first session I had only done a handful, she's only done a handful, we practiced on each other, but there was so much energy work being done that day. I mean, my body was vibrating. I thought I was shaking on the bed the whole time. When I woke up, I was like, I'm sorry if I was moving. I didn't mean to scare you or anything. And she's like, oh no, you were still the whole time. But I literally was trying to keep my hands and my feet on the bed. I was like, please don't shake. I don't want to scare her. But literally, that was the energy work that was being done. And even myself was questioning that. Like, I don't think that was real after I woke up. But just the way that my life has changed since then. And then for each of the other 2 sessions that the interns did on me, even that each session, my connection with higher self was more and more clear. I can get messages a lot quicker and easier. I'm having internal dialogue, conversations with them during the session. And so I was quiet a lot because I was trying to listen to our conversation, but also if I wanted it for the recording, I had to speak it. So like it was it's a lot, but I grew each time I had a session, and each time I had a session kind of cleared something else and activated something else. So that's how I kind of am getting here. So then in 2024, I took a Reiki class, Reiki 1 and 2, and kind of explored that. I personally don't really feel called to like Reiki and doing that kind of energy work, although I do use it every day still. But something, again, the calling was there, and so I'm following these calls. Like when higher self speaks to me or spirit speaks to me and is like, you should do this or you should take that, or like something like strongly interests me, that I just follow that now. I don't question it anymore. I just say, okay, you want me to do this, I'm gonna do this. And I know that in the end it's gonna bring me somewhere that I never expected, because that's what QHHT did. Like it brought me somewhere I did not expect it to help me become the person that I am today. And so that's why I don't question it. Even if I go to psychics or getting healing services, if nothing is impacted that day, that week, or whatever, I don't even question it. I was like, I know something's being activated, something's being cleared. I trust that down the road I will know what it is. It will have its effect. If I feel called to do it, I'm doing it. And I don't judge it. I don't judge the session. I don't really judge what was being said or done. I just pay attention to the signs around me after the session, my bodies, my thought patterns, like, down months, years, like I start seeing the actual effects of that. And so that was in August, was Reiki. And then I took an intuition class and a mentorship with my Reiki teacher, and that was in April. So that's how I landed here in giving the free Akashic readings. And yeah, so basically I've been intuitive with myself, doing these healing sessions for myself, inner child retrieval, past life retrieval, reintegration, soul release, spirit release, like all the stuff I do for myself. And so when I took the mentorship, we were kind of discovered that maybe I should explore doing it Akashic reading. So that's doing the intuitive stuff, but for others. And so that's the tricky part, because I know what symbolisms mean to me and for myself, but when you bring in other people, it starts getting hard to kind of decipher what the imagery is, what it is that they're wanting to share. So that's what I'm doing in the month of July 2025, is just practicing, because I've done it for myself. I know it for myself, but what about for others? So when I go into these sessions, I'm just receiving images that I kind of have to decipher what they mean, what the message is trying to come out. So I'm just practicing. I'm building my dictionary, my spiritual imagery dictionary, because that's how I receive most strongly intuitively, is through imaging. Sometimes it's a movie scene, sometimes it's a clip, sometimes it's just a picture, and then I have to feel into my body and my emotions and like pull from the, I call pull from the ethers, like what is it trying to say, what does this image mean, what are you trying to have me share. And then let's see what else. So yeah, sometimes I just start talking and then the message just comes through. So sometimes I'm not really even thinking. I just start talking and then they just kind of take over, and then the messages that is meant to come through is coming through. And when I'm done, I'm like, oh, where did that even come from? Because I didn't even get to filter it through my mind to say it out. It just like it's being spit out. So which is weird, because you know, in your daily life, you're kind of, right now, even as I'm making this video, I'm kind of thinking about, okay, what am I going to say, what am I going to touch on, how do I let it, sometimes I do ask, like, how do I let it flow from my heart so that it's authentic and true, and I'm being honest with myself and with others. And so yeah, so that's kind of what I'm working with right now. And for these sessions right now, I am taking like about 10 minutes to relax myself and my body and to get in a trance state, a relaxed state, so that I can be open to receiving these messages. And next month, my plan, I don't know, it depends how the end of this month goes, but my plan for next month is to do these kind of tap-ins. Was that thunder? Weird, it's like sunny out. My intention for next month, or the next set of sessions after July, is to see if I can do it sitting here at my desk instead of having to be very deep in a trance, because I would love to just be able to go and sit at a table and read for people intuitively, like, okay, what does your higher self have to share with you today? I would love to be able to just channel that and be able to share the message same day, same time, live. You come here, ask some questions, some follow-up questions, and I give some clarity. That is the ultimate goal, but again, I'm just beginning, so that's why I need to get into the transfers and practice that. And then I'm curious to practice just being here, not in a trance state, but just in a sitting calm state. But anyway, that's the journey. That's how I got here, from QHHT practitioner to Akashic readings, practicing my intuition. Anyone can do it. You can definitely do it. You just have to commit time. Find a mentor if you like. It is nice to have somebody to bounce back ideas with, and to help encourage you. So I do, you know, if you can find a mentor, I do recommend that. And yeah, again, this is just my journey. I'm just sharing tips and what I've been going through and how I'm doing it. And if you guys have any questions or want any help or anything, I'm willing to help. You know, I'm not a master or anything. I'm still learning, but also, if you're just still learning and you want to just kind of connect and talk about your journey, I'm open for that too.